guys, it's Naseem here. And you know what? I'm tired of complaining. I'm tired of telling everyone that the iPad Pro is too powerful and that the software is really outdated. And also the fact that most people are better off getting a MacBook Pro because not only is the base model cheaper, but you'll also get much better functionality. But I'm done with that topic, and we need to accept the fact that the iPad will never become the next MacBook. So from this day forward, I'm going to be looking at it like it's a regular tablet. No crazy expectations. And again, I'm going to look at it for what it is. And when I do that, I will say that this is the exact same tablet as the M1 iPad Pro and that you should get that one instead, especially if you can find a good deal. But only looking at the M2, this is a damn near perfect tablet. It'll run everything you want with ease. It's incredibly smooth, it's very precise, and it has great software along with a great battery. So again, I say it's damn near perfect. But besides my personal pros and cons that I've had with the new iPad, I wanted to share my experience to help you guys decide whether or not it's worth buying. Now, the iPad Pro has an 11-inch liquid retina display that is easily the smoothest feeling screen that Apple has ever made. The 120Hz refresh rate mixed with that buttery smooth software really gives an immersive feel that Apple really was able to captivate on. I was also really impressed with how sharp the responsiveness was. Like right here, you can see just how responsive it is, and there was never a time where I got any lags or hiccups, and that was also an immersive experience that made me want to use it more. Now, the size of the display was really impressive, not only because it was big enough for me to have a great viewing experience, but it was also small enough to the point where it was much more portable than my 12.9-inch iPad. I also really liked how good the brightness was. Like whenever I was outside with my iPad, I will usually watch a video on it, and since most of the days are sunny, I had no problem with being able to see and do any task on it. Now, the final thing that I liked about the display was just how good the visual experience was as a whole. Like right here, you can see me watching the video, and I really loved how sharp the resolution was. The colors were very vibrant yet realistic, and the size was big enough for it to feel like a mini TV. And to show you guys what I mean, here's some examples of me watching the video and playing the game.
Curry on the floor for Brooklyn. And Thomas, second-year man from LSU.
Now, the 11-inch iPad Pro handled iPad OS software really well. The animations and feel was buttery smooth. I didn't get any app crashes, and every app was very full screen and well optimized, unlike a lot of other tablets. It was also able to run power heavy apps really well. I didn't get any lag. The controller movement was really precise, and the graphics were also really good. But besides that, it still had those premium iOS features like the ability to connect to different devices, iMessage, FaceTime, and all of those premium iOS apps that many people use. It still had that iOS smoothness that even with the minor bugs was a joy of using, and if you are considering getting this tablet, then using less power heavy apps will improve the performance and minimize the bugs. Now, my iPad would usually give me 7 to 8 hours of on-screen time, which was moderate use, but it was still able to last me more than a day with a lot of battery left, which means that you won't have to charge it as much throughout the week. I would end my day with about 30 to 40% battery, which again was good enough to carry me into the next day. There were even times where I wouldn't charge it just to test out the battery, and I would end the second day with about 10%, which was really good enough to carry me through the night. The charging unfortunately wasn't as fast as the Galaxy Tab series, but since the battery was able to last me for so long, I had no problem with it. And again, I would charge my iPad overnight, so I didn't really care too much about the small charging speeds. So overall, I would say that the battery on the 11-inch iPad was really good, and if you're someone who is looking to get an iPad in 2022, then this one will last you all day with no problems. Now, the speakers on this iPad were really good for the size. The bass was really good, especially when I would play more intense songs on my playlist. The overall sound quality was also really good compared to the 12.9-inch version, but they weren't as good. The vocals were very loud and clear, the instrumentals were louder than expected, and the sound overall enhanced my viewing experience. And to give you guys an idea of how the speakers sound, I'm going to play a video so that you can just see how loud they are.
Harris defends Jackson. Protect the ball, Reggie. 5 to go. Reggie for the lead. Hot damn! What a shot! Reggie Jackson, are you ready for your close-up? James double, finds Ellington. Corner to Westbrook. Final seconds. Out to Reeves. Three-pointer. Bang! Reeves gives him a 3-point lead with 9/10 of a second remaining.
Now, the cameras on the iPad Pro are, in my opinion, criminally underrated. Even though it's a tablet, I was still able to get some really good quality photos, despite what most people would think. Like right here, you can see my outside daytime photos, and I would say that these are also really good pictures that turned out really well. The skies were very vibrant yet color accurate. The trees and other aspects of nature were very sharp. My face looked pretty color accurate, especially when compared to last year's version where it would look light at times. And the overall vibrancy of the outside pictures were pretty great to no surprise. Now when we look at the inside daytime photos, I would say that these were also really great. Like right here, you can see that there was no graininess no matter how dark it got, and my selfies were top notch when compared to other flagships. The quality got much better, the sharpness was still great, and the colors were very accurate, which definitely redeemed the camera overall. And when it came to video quality, the 11-inch iPad had the best to offer in the tablet game. And to give you guys an example, here's some videos that I took on it. Now coming to my final conclusion, I think that the 11-inch iPad is definitely a great tablet that you can get in 2022. It has everything that you need in one and can hold its own weight with any of its competitors, but again, the M1 iPad Pro is the exact same tablet. You really don't need this one. You can get the M1 iPad Pro on sale and you'll be just fine. You aren't missing any features. Everything is fine with it. And again, you'll get a much better value. And there it is, you guys. My review on the M2 iPad Pro. Now let me know down in the comments. Do you guys think that the M2 iPad Pro is worth getting, or would you get the M1? Let me know. And if you guys made it to the end of this video, I would like to say thank you for sticking around. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe. It'll be very appreciated. And as far as social media, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.